Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We got a list of 17 properties. And if you're around this weekend, if you're in Milton, definitely come join us for a buyer class. We're going to talk about how to get up to $10,000 or more of free government money. We're going to talk about the steps involved, the hidden costs that no one tells you about, new versus resale homes, how to beat other buyers to the best new listings and get them at the same speed or faster than I do. And we're going to talk about real life home inspection slides. We're going to look at what you can observe before putting an offer so that you're avoiding a money pit. There's a lot of good things that we cover. It's the best information from about 100 years combined experience about what you should know before buying a house. And it's free. There's no cost. We're going to give you about a 50-page manual. We're going to give you some free cookies. And it's a great time. So absolutely no charge for that. Just bring a food bank donation. That's your ticket to get in. And for more information, just go over there, or you can go to miltonbuyerclass.com. So let's get to today's list. We've got 14 in the Toronto list, and then we've got 3 more in the Oakville list. And if you've just tuned in, if you just joined us, what happened was about a month ago, the 2 real estate boards that used to share information have split. They do upload publicly, so if you go to realtor.ca, you'll find them, but there's a delay in information. So what we do is we pull them off in real time in less than 24 hours, and we profile them on Daily Homes, but we've got to do 2 links. So 1379 Costco number 408 is at 314.9. I think it's a great deal. We saw some of this stuff sell for between 300 and 310 last year. And this is a good open model. It's got more than 1,000 square feet. Granite counters in the kitchen, and then you've got the green space plus 2 parking spots. I actually think this is a killer deal. The fees are a little bit higher than some of the stuff in the Green Life building. The one that we profiled in Green Life was $370 though, so you're getting $314.9, and it's how you want to invest your money. Would you rather put it towards a mortgage payment on a higher mortgage but lower condo fees, or lower price with a little bit higher condo fees? A couple different things about each building, but I mean, for the most part, it's a good comparison. I like the green space here, though. I think that's the big advantage with having that condo. 821 Laurier is at 364.9. There's one down the street. I think it's still for sale, but it's up in the higher 390s, all renovated. So this one's similar. It says detached, but it's not. In the description, they've said it's a semi-detached. I believe it's only linked by the garage, so there's no interior walls that are shared, and it needs some work. I mean, there's no doubt that this one's going to need a little bit of elbow grease just to kind of turn it into, a modern version of what it could be. So 34 by 120 foot lot. This is good. This is the price for kind of a fixer-upper, semi-detached in Milton. So I think that they're going to do well. I think they're going to find a good audience for that. Hutchinson 369. This one is a Baycroft. Not sure how big it is. I think it's between 12 and 1,300 square feet. So you come in, you've got your dining room, and then it's sort of one big room, and then you've got your living room. Some people just use it all as one. I've mentioned this before, but the mismatch on the stainless steel, it's a good idea if you can to turn this into stainless steel as well. And you can find a used one on Craigslist or Kijiji, and it would be hard not to lose money because the kitchen's such an important part of the house. Usually any money you spend there without going crazy can be a good thing. Now, finished basement here. 1 bathroom per floor, so 1 on the upstairs, powder room on the main, plus you've got a full one downstairs with a shower. And there it is there. So nice quiet street, close to a lot of things, close to the splash pad. Gifford is $395. It's an Emery model, about 1,370 square feet, open concept design, nice finishes in here. I've seen homes a little bit bigger sell for more than this, more than the 400 mark. 2-car parking in the driveway is generally a positive value feature, but you don't always get more dollars in your pocket for it. It does definitely open your audience up, though. I wouldn't be surprised if they sold close to asking. I do think it's a bit high, but I have seen them sell at a premium. So Challenor's at $399. It's one of the 3-story with the single garage, Mattamy Village Towns. Normally this stuff sells for $350 for this, for the larger one. So I'd be really surprised if these guys got $399. Featherstone is at $493. Detached home, 36 by a nice 105-foot lot. It's a little more long and narrow, not a lot of upgrades here. You've got one room in the front, and then you also have a family room upstairs, which is right here. There's a walkout balcony, and then 3 bedrooms. A little bit of work in the back, but you can see the size of the property. 1,900 square feet usually gets $493 if it's a little bit more dressed up, if it has a little bit more features, a little bit more upgrading. So they might have a bit of a tricky time here. It is a lot closer to the 401 than the stuff south of Derry. Caldwell single car garage, detached home, $494. 3 bedroom, not a lot of information. You can check these links in real time. They do update, so when the photos are loaded on the broker system, which is the source material, it shows up on these links. Watson Terrace is $499, so it's a Pilgrim. It's about 1,740 square feet. Lots of what I'd consider to be higher priced single car garage homes, and you've got laundry upstairs, big laundry room plus 3 bedrooms. The problem with this model is there's not really a good eat-in area. So if you look here, what they did was they converted the family room to an eat-in, and then they have a breakfast bar over here too. I don't know if it's the ideal setup, but it is what it is. So I would expect this one to have a finished basement for this kind of money. So Bar Crescent, 519, 2237 square feet. Single car garage, and you start getting up in this range, you start competing with the double car garages. So you're a single car garage, you don't have a lot of upgrades in here. The kitchen looks a little bit more plain. I think they'll have a tough time. The size will put them past the 5 mark. I think the market's definitely in that state where they're going to get that kind of money just for being the size. But for being plain, homes hang around a lot longer. This one's about 18, just under 1,900 square feet on Hood Terrace. Not sure if it faces Derry on this part of Hood Terrace, but at $519, we've seen this model sell all over the place. The interlock probably costs them about 10 grand to put in. They're probably not going to get that back, and that's the thing with landscaping. You don't expect to get big returns. Most people do the angle from the front door from this kind of thing right on the corner, but I like that they put the double car garage first. I think that's the impression you want to make, because it's one of the cheaper or less expensive double car garage homes out there at all, this floor plan. So it's okay inside. I don't know if it blows you away. You've got carpet throughout most of the house, a little bit of work in the back there too. It looks like most of their budget would have been spent on landscaping. The return to put something like hardwood or stainless steel appliances or light fixtures or paint is probably more substantial than the money they spent on the interlock. So Snyder is about 2,600 square feet. Great floor plan. It's called Anatomy Greenbrier. 4 bedrooms, just well laid out. Kitchen with a center island. $619. If it's half decent inside, I could see this one selling for that. We've seen this model even as recently as a couple months ago sell as high as $640. Fraser Court is at $649. The one on Lawrence Scott's actually just got an offer on it after less than a week, and this home doesn't look as good inside as Lawrence Scott's. It is a pie-shaped lot. I like the location a little bit better. That you're not backing onto the Ford dealership or anything like that, but I think $649 is almost too ambitious for this neighborhood. You don't see a lot of sales up in the 6s at all. So Reese Court is about almost 2,700 square feet. Higher cabinets, crown moldings. Looks like the counters have been upgraded. The hardwood, the light fixtures. Double sinks in the master is always a smart upgrade. And then you've got a lot which compares very well with Bronte Meadows or some of the old Milton parts. 50 by 100 feet. And because the house is a little bit smaller, they fit 3,700 square foot homes on this size property. Because the house is a little bit smaller than that, you actually get even more yard space. So it's a tremendous yard. I think it's $718. I would be surprised if I saw this one cross 7. But the lot is quite nice, and they've done some good work and some good finishes inside. So maybe I'll be surprised. Guelph Line is at $869. Very comparable to some of the stuff that you see probably just a little bit north of this one. And renovated kitchen, triple car garage. You're on about 1.3 acres. And I looked at this one on the overhead view. You're about 100 feet away from Guelph Line. And to me, that's one of the biggest factors to consider when you're looking at these homes. Nice big bit of property there. 869 is pretty much going rate. And I actually see a little bit more upgrading on this one than some of the ones for the same price. So I think that the value's there. So we've got Costigan here, and it's a 1-bedroom. It backs onto the ravine. You've got some upgraded counters, higher 9-foot ceilings. $267 to me is a great price. Look how nice and quaint that is. Look at the views that you get. This is outstanding. It's unbelievable. I really think that they've done a good job on this one here, and I think it's priced right on the money. It's just got a lot of things going for it that you just don't find with many of these condos. So that one definitely gets 2 thumbs up. So you've got a smaller one. You've got the 2-bedroom on the 4th floor. They're both for sale. I think they're both great deals. Farmstead number 4 is at $419. It's the end unit. It's one of the larger ones. I think it's about 16 something square feet. A little bit of work done in the kitchen here, and they've opened it up. That pass-through window was very clever that they did between the kitchen and the living area. Right there. It just opens up the floor plan, and a lot of these ones are not open concept. It's okay inside. It doesn't really blow me away. Depending on where it is in the complex, it might have the advantage of backing onto green space, but I doubt it because they didn't showcase it in the pictures. And it's only number 4, and usually the ones that have the ravine are further into the development. So Wettlaufer, $625. It's a green park home. It looks like it just came off the builder's lot. Hardwood floors. Very hard to sell a vacant house. They don't really give you any context for how big it is. Big boring box. I mean, even in the description, it doesn't give you anything to attach value to. And so because of that, it's going to be a real tricky one to sell. So that's the list for today. If you have any questions at all, if you want to reach out to us for some help, we would definitely be glad to. And sign up for the Milton Buyer class. I'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.